Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? It is your boy, Brandon from Audio Addiction. Thanks for hanging. If you're new, thanks for joining. Appreciate you watching. We are doing part two of Big Bang. If you missed part one, that's going to be up on YouTube tonight, potentially. I know it's already up on Patreon already, so if you are not following me on Patreon, then go check that out. But yeah, we were supposed to do this last Friday, but had some issues come up, and now we are doing it now on Monday. So very stoked. And then yeah, we'll probably be doing something Friday. Actually not Friday. We'll be doing another like short stream on Saturday again. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, gonna be doing some more wild, crazy, fun streams. If you missed the chaos stream, I'll try to post that to Patreon as well. But yeah, we have a good time here. If you like K-pop or just music in general, feel free to come hang out. I always suggest coming to hang out on Twitch because we do this. I do this live, so spread the good word with me. It'd be very cool. Kaylee, hello. Sarah, hello. Gunky, hello. Thanks for hanging. But yeah, we are gradually moving on to more Big Bang. I think we'll probably be doing. I don't know if we'll be able to do another stream for a Big Bang, but if there's enough there, we'll be rocking with it. But yeah, I'm very excited. A lot of great music that has come out recently, so I feel like we've started off 2025 strong with some great releases. So I'm excited to see what was going on. Um, Jazz, hello. Gunky says, hopefully you will do more chaos soon. I want you to hear the new Auto song. It's a ballad. It's so good. I know she's going on tour, and I think it's sold out. I weirdly enough, I don't know if this is like happenstance or whatever, but like Phantom Sita and Otto are both touring the States at like roughly around the same time. So I know that she has produced them. So I'm curious if she's just if they're it doesn't seem like they're opening up for her. So I thought that was pretty insane. Um, Tickets did sell out fast. We were gonna go to Jersey, my girlfriend and I, but it was too quick. So, but yep, Hanabi's great. They're awesome. But yeah, I'm very excited. So if you missed out on any of those, also I'll give the precursor if you are going to Newark, New Jersey on February 28th to go see Baby Monster, come say hello. Will be at that show. That will be the day before my birthday. So come say what's good if you see me out in the wild and you live on the East Coast. So and if you're going to that show, I don't know, but it's going to be fun. Yeah. I'm very excited. Um I've seen some clips already for their tour and they look good. So yeah, I get asked this all the time. I literally got asked this today. So, I will be in Florida in mid-February. I will be near Therese. Hey, there you go. Have fun. Hopefully you're going to Universal. That'd be sick. But very nice. As predetermined earlier, we are continuing on. Big salutes to Kaylee. Big salutes to anyone else that has given us the details on more Big Bang songs, but we got some more. We finished it off on a high note with Fantastic Baby, which y'all were all surprised that I didn't know that song or had never heard it before. So I'm excited to catch y'all off guard again. And we're going to be finishing off the rest of this. We have Monster. We have G Dragon's Crooked, which I did listen to before, but it's been a very long time. Taeyong's Ringa Linga, which I also have not listened to. Eyes, Nose, Lips by Taeyong as well. Good Boy, Loser, Bay. We got Bang Bang Bang, Sober, Let's Not Fall in Love, Fuck It, Last Dance, Untitled, Flower Road, Still Life, and then we got Untitled again. So if there's some we're missing, let me know. But I'm stoked. I'm stoked. We got some good ones coming. I feel, I'm feeling it here. But Gungy says, wait till you get to their biggest song. Okay, so Fantastic Baby was not their biggest song. Interesting. Biscuit, hello. Thanks for hanging. Sanja, hi. Excited to catch this stream. Thanks for hanging, Sanja. Appreciate you coming back. But yeah, we were doing the damn thing. I feel like we got to do Monster first because, listen, I'm vibing so far, but we gotta keep it moving. So let's get into Monster. 700 million views. Wow, that is insane. This MV is insane already.
나를 보는 눈빛이 동정에 가득 찼어 네 앞에서 난 차가 보여 괜찮은 척에서 대화 주제를 바꿔버려 묻고 싶은 말은 많은데 넌 딱 잘라버려
I did not know Sia was in BigBang. That's kind of wild.
여기서 널 잡으면 웃어지나 그 말고 떠오르지 않죠 달면서는 한두 발짝 뒤로 이젠 내가 무섭단 그말
Listen, y'all can't tell me you didn't see that shit, okay?
슬플 때도 기쁠 때도 끝까지 하자고 You don't say that tomorrow 오늘이 마지막인 것처럼 사랑하자고 너 없는 삶은 종신형 세상과 단절돼도 지경이야 너란 존재는 고질병 실현의 연속 맘속
세상 사람들이 내게 돌린다 모든 것이 발베 꼬여 있던 눈초리들 내게 가장 큰 아픔은 네가 그들 같아졌단 것뿐
I love you baby
I like the panning. That's cool. Interesting. All right, this was Big Bang's Monster. If you're hanging out tonight, thanks for hanging. Oh man, this is first of all, I didn't know where this music video was gonna go because it was very interesting to start off with like the POV of like a monster essentially. And again, it makes sense, I guess. It makes sense contextually, I guess, with the storyline they have going on here. But um, I couldn't, I couldn't get over the styling of this MV. Maybe it's just me, just because again, I like this happened 12 years ago, and like it's just funny watching like older MVs in that capacity where it's like, wow, they really did the styling on this one, huh? Um, so I thought it was very interesting. I don't know who gave G Dragon that basically bowl cut haircut, but that was I think he's had better looks if I'm being honest. So, um, but overall, I thought the song was interesting. I do find that this MV screams like a more I don't know, like a more chaotic song. So like for it to kind of have like this really interesting, like beautiful, like piano section in the song, and like the melody choice is really like smooth and like soft and in a really nice way. It kind of contrasts differently with the MV. If I was to listen to this song without watching the music video, I'd be like, oh man, this feels like a very like serene sort of song, and like and I'm like so about it. But then like I watch this MV and I'm like, man, I'm expecting it to be like there's so many explosions, there's like things going on. I'm expecting it to just be like high energy and like a little bit more like musically aggressive. So it was definitely a different contrast from what I think is interesting. Um but vocally this was great. I really loved all their vocals. I genuinely didn't have like sections of the song I didn't enjoy. It just was like I think visually it's a lot going on, and I think musicality wise like it's a little bit more subtle, and so I think that's a nice approach. Definitely again subverted my expectations on the song itself, but nonetheless not bad at all. So um very interesting. Everybody was making fun of my comment about G Dragon's hair, so I appreciate that. Gunky says, oh wait, excuse me. Sarah says, Cube lore incoming? Question mark. I guess kind of. I don't know if they're the birth. Are they like the birth fathers of Cube lore? I don't know if they technically joined. I don't know if they became a part of Cube or not, but somebody in chat can let me know. Gunky says all the gunfire at the beginning reminds me of One by Metallica. I also picked up on that cue pretty quick too as well, so I get it. And Kaylee says, am I the only one who gets reminded of Vix's error with this song when you hear it? It looks like Jazz followed that up and said, I do too. And then someone just says, Taeyong's hair was everything back then. I still dig it. I I didn't want to like so I feel like sometimes if I have like a very interesting commentary, I'll leave it to the end of what I have to say. But I do have to say Taeyong's styling in this was wild. Like I gotta go to a specific like scene where I was like my man had a look, and I was just definitely like, let me see if I can find it, because there was one specific section of the song where I was just like, my man has the fit, you know. Oh, which one is it? It's not that one. It's this. Like this fit and the other one that he has where he's like in the hallway and has like more of the like spiked like the more like faux hawk sort of thing. I couldn't get my mind off this, but it kind of reminds me of like any of the like again, I'm going to be a nerd speak on this a little bit, but it reminds me of like a boss that you would see in like Dragon Ball Z. Like I feel like it's somebody that like I feel like it's someone like Goku fought in like in the anime or something like that. Like no offense to Taeyong, I think he's a phenomenal like vocalist and like obviously great part of Big Bang, but some of these fits I'm just like, especially this one. This one's like given that Dragon Ball Z, I'm gonna like kick your ass right now, like villain arc type setting. So, um, Jazz says the horn gives horns like bull or bison. Yeah. Oh my god. Or like kind of looks a little like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure like main protagonist, you know? So, again, for all my nerds, you know what I'm talking about, but Gogi says it's strange why it is strange that while listening to this song, I bought tickets to the IU concert film that is coming up in 2 weeks. Oh, very nice. Cool. But yeah, that was my commentary on it. Sonja, I hope that I do not taint your love of these Taeyong looks. That's just it's just a funny commentary. I mean that in the most lighthearted of ways, so do not come after me. I'm just making some light commentary, but very nice. We shall keep it moving before I have more jokes in the chamber here, but the next one we've got is G-Dragon's Crooked. So I'm excited to come back to this one because in terms of the entire playlist that we've listened to thus far, like this one, I was like, I know this song, so I'm curious how much my framing has changed on it. So Kala, thanks for hanging. Hi everyone, popping in between classes. Good luck. Well, we're getting into G-Dragon's Crooked now. Let's go. That's fair, Kaylee. I appreciate it. Thank you, John Jeff.
내 심심풀이 화풀이 상된 다른 연인들 괜히 시비 걸어 동네 양아치처럼 가끔 난 삐딱하게 다 니를 부러져라 세상이란 영화 속 주인공은 너와 나 갈 곳을 잃고 헤매는 외로운 저서만 나 텅 빈 길거리를 가득 채운 기러기들 내 맘과 달리 날씬 참 더럽게도 좋아 너 하나 믿고 마냥 행복했었던 내가 우습게 남겨졌어
I like this pre-chorus.
결국엔 영원한 건 절대 없어 결국엔 넌 변했지 이유도 없어 진심이 없어 사랑 같은 소리 따윈 집어쳐 오늘 밤은 삐딱하게 내버려둬 어차피 난 혼자였지 아무도 없어 다름이 없어 사탕 발린 위로 따윈 집어쳐 오늘 밤은 삐딱하게 나의 라인 긋고 스프레이 한 통 다 쓰고 가죽 바지 가죽 재킷 걸치고 의상 쓰고 아픔을 숨긴 채 앞으로 더 비뚤어질래 네가 미안해지게 하늘에다 침을 소박해진 내 말투 거칠어진 눈빛이 무서워 너 실은 나 왠지 두려워져 돌아가고픈 데가 되었고 사랑하고픈 데 상대였고 멀어져라고 돌이킬 수 없더라고 너 하나 믿고 마냥 행복했었던 내가 우습게 남겨졌어 슬기 손가락 걸고 맹세했었던 네가 결국엔 영원한 건 절대 없어 결국엔 넌 변했지 이유도 없어 진심이 없어 사랑 같은 소리 따윈 집어쳐 오늘 밤은 삐딱하게 내버려둬 어차피 난 혼자였지 아무도 없어 다름이 없어 사탕 발린 위로 따윈 집어쳐 오늘 밤은 삐딱하게 오늘 밤은 나를 위해 아무 말 말아
All right. This was G Dragon's Crooked. You're hanging out with us tonight. Thanks for hanging. Um, I remember listening to well, obviously, I do remember listening to this song, but I feel like I was less than complimentary to this song when I first listened to it, and now that I have the context, it makes more sense. Connie, hello, thanks for hanging. I think this song's good. I kind of like again didn't really. I don't even know how early on we listened to this song, but I remember it. If my memory serves me correct, I remember we got this on a wheel pick. I'm pretty sure, and I was like, "Ooh, I don't know how I feel about this song." And I was like, I remember I think I had made some commentary about like the outfits like G Dragon was wearing, and I was like, "Oh man, like that gives me like old scene days when I used to wear like skinny jeans and like like definitely vibe wise, like I can like and like apparel wise, I could like feel represented in that capacity, um, but I felt like the song itself was like something I kind of overlooked and didn't really care as much about, and now again, kind of starting this first part with G Dragon and understanding like his styling and like how crucial he is in terms of obviously being a member of Big Bang, and obviously now having a lot more knowledge about K-pop, I feel like I can be a little bit more representative of this song now, and I like it. I think I really kind of came around to this song a lot more. I like how unique G Dragon's voice is. He's kind of got like this really interesting tonality. It's really hard to kind of place, I feel, especially in this song and like his more of his solo material versus like his stuff with the Big Bang. Like and I'm obviously curious how he kind of formulates that more as the songs we progress further into the songs. But yeah, this is cool. This is a cool like foray. I didn't give a listen to the entire release that this is a part of, so I'll have to go check that out now because I'm curious if it keeps that sort of like I guess like rocks like I don't know, alternative sort of feel. Um but I do appreciate his styling that much more. I think I just have a lot more appreciation for what he does, where I was so easy to write it off beforehand, and now I feel like I have an understanding now of like how crucial of a part he is in Big Bang, but obviously how much further he kind of pushes the gambit in terms of his solo material. And so this is very cool, very like again like classic like alternative sort of feel to it. I liked a lot of the like synth choices in that. I thought it was really nice. And I think they are like a welcome inclusion, not only I think in the song itself, but also just playing off the melodies of what G Dragon's doing vocally. So I really like that as well. And then again, you get to hear a lot of the more like natural instruments, like the guitars, the drums, the bass, which is really nice. So it feels like quite the contrast, I guess, comparatively to what he's does within Big Bang, but I feel like it is a welcome addition for sure. So definitely really unique. Like I said, that's probably the best adjective I could describe this song as. But now I feel like I have more of I have more of a positive take or positive spin on it now than maybe previously. So but yeah, this was good. This was solid. I'll definitely have to again give this release a listen for sure. I'm excited. But Callus says he does have a unique tone for sure. I agree. Yeah, one easy to pick out. Easy to pick out. I feel like he's got the magic there for sure. So very nice. We shall keep it moving. The next one we have is a Taeyang, and this is Ringa Linga. So check it out.
to the A to the E to the Y to the A N G 언제나 붉게 타오르지 여자들은 내 몸에 내 노래에 Slow jam 아니면 dance 넌 그냥 내 몸을 맡기면 돼 겁내지 말아 넌 가리면 돼 원하긴 하니 짝이면 돼 오늘 밤 우린 다 롤러코스터 right 안전벨트는 없어 난 그냥 내 옆자리면 돼 멈추지 마 baby don't kill my vibe 이대로 가 지금 좋으니까 to the left to the right 그대로 날 따라와 yeah 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 사운드로 난 반복된 것처럼 뛰어봐라 반복된 것처럼 발자국 듯이 흔들어 다 같이 노래 불러
Oh, those razory synths.
오늘은 볼감이니까 화제 조심 물은 좋으니까 걱정 말고서 body moving We party ain't so hard 춤추면 부러질 것 같아 월요일 so far 다시는 찾아올 것 같아 어제 일은 다 잊어버려 그저 일처럼 내일 일은 다 지워버려 나 매일처럼 다 같이 jump 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 마치 고무줄로 Ladies bump 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 shake shake think for me 멈추지 마 baby don't kill my vibe 이대로 가 지금 좋으니까 to the left to the right 그대로 날 따라와 yeah 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 사운드로 난 반복된 것처럼 뛰어봐라 반복된 것처럼 발자국 듯이 흔들어 다 같이 노래 불러 Slow down. Party we can do what we want to. Rhythm 맞춰 모두 want to. 하나 둘 셋, baby one two step, yeah yeah. Yeah 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 yeah. 내 손을 놓지 마.
I like this bridge.
세상을 가져다 줄게 전부. Hey DJ. 볼륨을 높이 키워줘 이제. Yeah 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 yeah. 사운드로 난 반복된 것처럼 뛰어봐라 반복된 것처럼 발자국 듯이 흔들어 다 같이 노래 불러.
The mix on this is wild. All right. This is Taeyong's Ringa Linga if you're hanging out. Thanks for hanging. I'm conflicted on this song. There are definitely elements of this song that I like and appreciate. And there's also parts of this song that I'm not particularly too big of a fan of. I think like the melody choices in this song throughout were really nice, like especially in the like verses. The pre-chorus was super nice. That bridge was super beautiful too. Like I definitely think there's a lot of great like vocal elements that I feel like not only are represented well by Taeyong, but as well as that, I think like his choice in like runs and like ad libs and stuff were really good. So I really do like that as well. And I feel like it contrasts very heavily with the chorus of the song. I don't know if I'm particularly like a big fan of that. I think mostly just because the way that they like mix the synths in that chorus, I feel like is a little rough, especially when that like really razory synth and it sits like perfectly in the middle, but like in the back of the song. And I feel like it kind of messes with my ears personally, where I feel like to me it's like there's so much like stimuli going on in the song that it does kind of overwhelm like more of the vocal parts. And obviously there's not much going on, it's just Taeyong singing Ringa Linga, but I think the way that they kind of mixed his vocals sits too well in the mix, where like it doesn't feel like it has that sort of pop. And what actually I feel like replaces the vocals is that like synth line, and so you're really hearing that like da-na-na-na-na like in the back. and it does kind of give more of an abrasive tone. So I think for me, it's like I don't really like the chorus for that reason, and it's not because I feel like the chorus is bad. I just feel like maybe just again, I'm not gonna bang it over the head because it's this 11-year-old song, but I do feel like just the mix on that was definitely a little bit more kind of abrasive, and I'm curious if that was maybe just because of the time of when it was released, because I don't know if it kind of fits within that era or scope of music that was released at the current time, but I feel like for me, it was a no go. But I liked a lot. I liked a good amount of Taehyung's rapping. I feel like he's got a unique flow. I'm very curious to see how that kind of formulates a little bit more so. But I do find that his vocals, especially I have listened to some more current Taehyung songs, and I feel like his voice really suits that kind of like R&B soul type feel. So it's very interesting to have a song like this comparatively. So yeah, it's like I said, not a bad song. Is it my favorite Taehyung song we've heard to date? Probably not. Will it be my favorite? Probably not. Is it like a bad song? I definitely feel like there are some brighter shining moments in the song, but I think there's definitely some parts of the song that I'm just like, ooh, you know what? I just personally am not a fan of it, and if you enjoy it, hey, all the power to you. So, no disrespect here, but yeah, I kind of middle of the road. I put it there for sure. So, Kyla says, yeah, I like some of the parts of the chorus. I like some parts of the verse and pre-chorus, but not sure about the chorus. Gongi says, I'm not sure about how I feel about the song. Sunja says, I always thought this song was like they took two separate songs and meshed them together. I could definitely hear that, especially again with like the verses, the pre-chorus feel like they fit well together, but that chorus is like, again, a completely separate song. Could feel like a completely separate song. So I get that. And then Gonki followed up, says, I like some parts, but together it's just not doing it for me. Hey, that's fine. Hey, it is what it is. But very nice, very nice. We shall keep it moving. And yeah, thank you, Kaylee, for answering the Stitcher Twins. Yeah, we did. So far we've only done Monster, Crooked, and now we just finished Ringa Linga. So we shall keep it moving. We have Eyes, Nose, and Lips next. Ooh, iconic song. Okay. I don't.
미안해 하지마 내가 초라해지잖아 빨간 예쁜 입술로 어서 나를 죽이고 가 나는 괜찮아 마지막으로 나를 바라봐줘 아무렇지 않은 듯 웃어줘 네가 보고 싶을 때 기억할 수 있게 나의 머릿속에 네 얼굴 그릴 수 있게 널 보낼 수 없는 나의 욕심이 집착이 되어 널 가뒀고 혹시 넌 나 때문에 힘들었니 아무 대답 없는 너 바보처럼 왜 너를 지우지 못해 넌 떠나버렸는데 너의 눈, 코, 입 날 만지던 네 손길 작은 손톱까지 다 여전히 널 느낄 수 있지만 꺼진 불꽃처럼 다 들어가 버린 우리 사랑 모두 다 너무 아프지만 이제 널 추억이라 부를게 사랑했지만 내가 부족했었나봐 혹시 우연이라도 한순간만이라도 널 볼 수 있을까 하루하루가 불안해져 네 모든 게 갈수록 희미해져 사진 속에 너는 왜 해맑게 웃는데 우리에게 다가오는 이별을 모른 채 널 보낼 수 없는 나의 욕심이 집착이 돼 지던 나 때문에 힘들었니 아무 대답 없는 너 바보처럼 돼 너를 지우지 못해 난 떠나버렸는데
I like that build-in. Nice.
너의 눈, 코, 입 날 만지던 네 손길 작은 손톱까지 다 여전히 널 느낄 수 있지만
Great chorus so far.
것처럼 다 들어가 버린 우리 사랑 모두 다 너무 아프지만 이제 널 추억이라 부를게
What? Oh my god.
하늘 바라보던 너의 까만 눈 향기로운 숨을 담은 너의 콜 사랑해 사랑해 내게 속삭이던 그 입술을 나 너의 눈, 코, 입 날 만지던 네
Keychain?
손톱길
Oh.
작은 손톱까지 다
Let's go.
모두 다 여전히 널 느낄 수 있지만 널 느낄 수 있지만 것처럼 다 들어가 버린 우리 사랑 모두 다 너무 아프지만 이제 널
I love how they layered the vocals. Oh. Yeah. All right, cool. This is Taeyong's Eyes, Nose, and Lips. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate it. Connie says that this was the most popular Taeyong song, and it was the top of the charts for that year and became the second best performing single of 2014. Very nice. It looks like also some other context as well. Connie says that this song was made for his ex-girlfriend at the time, to get her back, and he did, and now they are married and have a kid. Wow, that is a flex. Sidra Twin says this one is a masterpiece in film. The way they shot this MV is top tier. Yeah, I was gonna say this man set some high standards. I mean, he beat out the boombox outside the window, for sure. But this was what I was talking about. This is what I was saying. This is literally like 4 minutes ago. I said that this is the type of song that I feel like he would do best, and I feel like I feel like for me this was on point. What I know he is capable of doing, and definitely vocally way better fit for what I feel like he's doing. He's got a great grasp on like ballad like emotion. I feel like, again, just because this song was written about something very emotional, very close to him, I feel like he is pouring his heart into it. You could definitely tell there's a lot of driving emotion in this song, which I really like. But yeah, it was really good. I also appreciate that chorus so much. That chorus is so good, especially that first chorus. Just that like descending melody is just so beautiful. I think it works out really, really well. And I was just constantly just kind of enamored about how well it kind of worked out in that capacity. Just again, the simplicity of the songwriting as well too. It's mostly just piano. And then obviously there's some like drums and like a little bit of bass, which comes in a little bit in that second verse, which is really nice. For whatever reason, and I mean this, and I imagine it would be taken very complimentary, but like this song kind of reminds me very similarly of like Bruno Mars type songs when he writes these really sad like ballady sort of songs. Like Taeyong kind of has a similar sort of like vocal styling that I feel like Bruno does a great job of as well, really kind of in wrapping you into that emotion. I feel like Taeyong did a very good job of that. Obviously, they're not too far off in terms of like time frame, so it would make sense that I feel like I would correlate those two things together. But yeah, that was great. And then for the sheer fact that they added that final chorus, they went into a key change as well. I think just adds that sort of compounding effect that you have on the song, and how well his vocals kind of press the song and press your emotions just a little bit more, just to kind of get a little bit more out of you as you're listening to it. So I think they did a great job in composition wise. So whoever was working with him on composition for this was incredible. They did a fantastic job. And I feel like they really did what they could to make the song as about as impactful as possible. So really love that. So very nice. This is probably gonna be top 3 at least for Taeyong in terms of solo songs. I imagine we may have a few more in the playlist, but I'll have to check out some more, because this one, if this isn't like amongst my favorites, I'd be damn surprised, for sure. So Kaylee says this man set the standards high. Yeah, the billboard on fire instead. Biscuit says, I also love the rap version Epic High Tableau did with Taeyong, but the message is very different. Oh, okay. Very interesting. I'll have to check that out in the future. But yeah, this is iconic. I feel like Chad has already mentioned that, but I feel like I gotta cement it. This feels very iconic, and for good reason. A fantastic performance from Taeyong. So very nice. We are keeping it moving. We're rolling this train real fast here. We've got G-Dragon and Taeyong, Good Boy, next. So let's keep it moving.
Put your hands in the air. How you feeling out there? We gon' party over here, 모두 같이 sing it. Let me say la 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 la.
That would be wild.
I am a good boy. 여자들은 날 보면 눈에 불을 켜 낮은 only hamster 밤에 사랑을 나누던 gangster 다정다감한 눈빛 자연스러운 스킨십 눈빛 흠칫 할까 네가 뭘 원하는지 말 안 해도 돼 굳이 눈치 다 알아
Oh, interesting pre-chorus.
Love affair. 보기와는 다르게 I don't play. 널 갖고 장난 안 해. 사람들은 말을 나 같으면 잘해주지 말아고 너무 믿지 말아고 난 말할 뻔하다고.
That arpeggiated riff.
I am a good boy.
Cinnamon, hello.
Hey, 나와 같이 춤을 춰. 밤새워童话 같은 꿈을 꿔. Hey, 담백마타 왕자. 너는 그들이 잃어버린 너의 예쁜 남자. Everywhere you at. 내 손을 잡아 위험하니까. 널 하늘 gonna party over here. You got to see it, let me say la 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 la. Say la 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 la. Say la 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 la. I am a good boy.
All right. This was G Dragon and Taeyang. Good boy if you're hanging out. Thanks for hanging. Wow, this one was definitely feels very club banger type feel. I would not be surprised if I know Big Bang has toured, but I don't know how recently they've toured as of this recording. But I'd imagine I'd be curious if they still play this one live. I would care to guess they would, just if it is one of their more popular songs, or at least G Dragon and Taeyong, it would make sense. But I would say, at least for me, I feel like, again, this song to me feels very, very explicitly, I need to see this in concert, versus like this is something that I would listen to in my free time. And that's not to say it's a bad song by any means. It just feels like there's certain songs that I would categorize as songs that I would need to see a performance of. But I just feel like it has that sort of like aura that you would see this live, and that like the crowd engagement, crowd energy would just fuel you. And this is one of those songs, you know what I mean? Like it just listening to it now is like, okay, this would be a hard rager at like a show for sure. But I think the song itself was pretty solid. I liked the kind of like 808 punch of the song. Definitely like really, really strong in that low end. And I feel like, again, such a fun thing to feel about the song. Like if I had like I have a subwoofer for my TV. Like if I was to play this song in like my speaker, I would really want the sub to be pushing. So I think for that, in that capacity, like the low end of the song is incredible. The synth is super razory, really aggressive. Like again, something that I would expect from like a song like this. I do really like I do really like G Dragon's like rapping tone. I feel like this one is, again, one of those songs that I feel like his verse was super tight. Like the way that he interweaves lyrically in the song is really impressive as well too. I really like that pre-chorus a ton, where I believe most of that is done by Taeyang. I really like that build. It works super, super well, and I feel like it does give you that, like, I don't know if it's technically like an anti-drop, but it kind of gives you that sort of anti-drop feel in the chorus. And I think the contrast is really unique. So I think in terms of this song being one of my favorite songs, I don't know if I would put it in that category for me, but I do think that this is the type of song that I would imagine if I would put this way higher up on my tier list if I saw this live. Like if I saw them perform this live, like I think it would give it more brownie points, just because like it seems like that's the type of song that I would want to see them perform live. But as like a song and just listening to it on Spotify, like, it's definitely one of the better songs for sure. But like if it came up on my Spotify rotation, would I listen to it? Absolutely. I would not turn it off, but I don't know if I would actually go out and seek this one out like on my own, So let's see what we got here. Kaylee says IDK about them, but I still hear it all the time on variety shows and mentioned. Very nice. Okay, so it's still getting the play. Kala says I agree. It's definitely live or club song for sure. Sarah says Good Old Boy is one of my favorite Big Bang songs. I should have saw that one coming, so I'm not terribly shocked by that, but makes sense. Checks out. Connie says yes, they still perform this song, and G Dragon Taeyang, they performed this the other day in France. Oh, with Big Bang. Don't have a full group tour since 2017, I think. Okay, perfect. Thank you for the clarification, Connie. But yeah, again, not a bad track. I'll have to check out a live version of this. I'm very curious. So maybe we'll watch it in like pseudo part 3. But anyway, we'll keep it moving. We have a loser next. So let's keep it moving.
Loser, 외톨이 센 척하는 겁쟁이 못된 양아치 거울 속에 넌 Just a loser, 외톨이 상처뿐인 머저리 더러운 쓰레기 거울 속에 넌
솔직히 세상과는 어울린 적 없어 홀로였던 내게 사랑 따위 벌써 잊혀진 지 오래전 시간 속에 더 이상은 못 듣겠어 희망찬 사랑 노래 넌 하나나 그저 길들여진 대로 각본 속에 노래 나는 슬픈 비애로 난 멀리 와버렸어 I'm coming home 이제 다시 돌아갈래 어릴 적 제자리도 언제부턴가 난 yeah. 하늘보다 땅을 더 바라보게 돼 숨쉬기조차 힘겨워 손을 뻗지만 그 누구도 날 잡아주질 않네 I'm a loser 외톨이 센 척하는 겁쟁이 못된 양아치 거울 속에 넌 Just a loser 외톨이 상처뿐인 머저리
I like the way they layered the vocals. It's really nice.
반복되는 여자들과의 내 실수 하룻밤을 사랑하고 해뜨면 실증 책임지지 못할 나의 이기적인 기쁨 하나 때문에 모든 것이 망가져버린 지금 멈출 줄 모르던 나의 위험한 지추 이젠 아무런 감흥도 재미도 없는 기분 나 벼랑 끝에 혼자 있네 I'm going home 나 다시 돌아갈래 예전의 제자리로 언제부턴가 난 yeah. 사람들의 시선을 두려워만 해 우는 것조차 지겨워 웃어보지만 그 아무도 날 알아주질 않네 I'm a loser 외톨이 센 척하는 겁쟁이 못된 양아치 거울 속에 넌 Just a loser 외톨이 상처뿐인 머저리 더러운 쓰레기 거울 속에 넌 파란 저 하늘을 원망하지 난 가끔 내려놓고 싶어져 I wanna say goodbye
Great bridge.
내 끝에 방황이 끝나면 우리 후회 없는 채로 드는 감을 수 있길 Loser 외톨이 센 척하는 겁쟁이 못된 양아치 거울 속에 넌 Just a loser 외톨이 상처뿐인 머저리 더러운 쓰레기 거울 속에 넌 I'm a loser I'm a loser I'm a loser hey I'm a loser
All right. This was Big Bang's Loser. If you're hanging out. MV was definitely interesting. I guess I mean, if I could gather just like some information on that, I think it is basically that they're all like pieces of shit, pretty much. Like they're just like all assholes. That's what I'm guessing. Like they're all like scumbag people. I don't know if I've got that correct. Okay, basically. Yeah, that I had a feeling, but I wasn't entirely sure. I feel like the musicality of this song was really good. But it contrasts so heavily with this MV. And that's not like to say that the song is bad by any stretch, but like I guess it makes sense again because of the chorus and like the way that they're kind of framing like the MV, and I appreciate the fact that like the basis for like again the lyricism, the MV titling, and like all that sort of stuff all has to play into one giant theme, right? Um, but I thought it was done in a really eloquent way, and I think like the musicality doesn't really kind of I guess reflect the delicate nature of like being like I guess kind of being a little bit of a dickhead, you know? Like it's weird. Like it works because like I think this song itself is like if I was to close my eyes, I'm like, "Oh, like the melody choices are great." Like I think the rapping was really good. I like Top's rap a lot. I thought that was really good. Though I feel like been a fan of Top's rap and I probably still will be. But I think like the musicality of it, like especially Taeyong got to sing a little bit more. Like in his bridge section was really incredible, so I think that was really nice. Um, I think in terms of like I think in terms of the MV because I try to focus on both. It's very interesting to see. It's really interesting to see that contrast, right? Um, but I think it works well. Like I said, I think it was just jarring to watch the MV because I've never seen this MV before. So I think it's like oh man, that shit sucks. But at the same time, it's like okay, it makes sense. Um, but yeah, I liked it. I think it's very well put together. And I think it again shows a different perspective on what you feel like people perceive you as, and so I think I think it's got a larger meaning to it, and I really like that about the song. It definitely transcends like that interpersonal connection, and again like I don't know if I have any correlation with that of people who are K-pop stars, but I feel like it gives you that like human to human touch in that capacity, so I like that. I like that. That works out well. So um, Jazz says basically, Callis says LMAO, then followed up, said, I'm just listening to the stream today, so I have no problem with the video. I would highly recommend going back to watch the video, Kala, so, and then you can let me know. But, Gunky says, you got that pretty well, too. You got that pretty well. Too bad one of the members becomes a piece of trash in real. I was rightfully informed before we started doing that. So I'm unfortunately familiar, but Kaylee says, showing you that even superstars have insecurities. The MV shows each of them going through different situations or problems. That is true. That is true. Sondra says that Big Bang's thing, I think, was that they were into being bad boys and rebels, hence the MV and styling. Ah, okay. I feel like that would make a lot more sense then, you know? Um, I feel like that especially that type of situation, them getting popular and stuff. I mean, I would not be surprised if they did not, if they met some unsavory parts. So, you just figured out the bad boy, lol. The whole going against the norm thing. Yeah, no, I like that. I think it gives, like I said earlier, I think it gives a little bit more. I think it gives a little bit more of that human aspect because, like, I think when you think of, especially getting into this as of the past couple of years, like, when I think of K-pop now, I'm just like, holy shit, like these people are like mega stars, right? You know what I mean? And so I think it's hard to kind of feel that it's hard to kind of put them in the same spot as like being like a human, right? And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. Like, it's hard to know that like these people exist outside of what you know them as, and like they don't have a human component to them, right? They're just like, oh well, they're just this mega star, and they don't understand like the stresses of paying your bills every month or whatever or something like that, right? Like I think that like this song gives you that sort of like connection. Obviously, again, I don't feel like that's the case for Big Bang, but or really any K-pop, like larger K-pop group, um but it is interesting to see that sort of like interpersonal thing, and obviously like some of uh K-pop artists have come from small means to obviously doing extremely larger than life things. So I think that it gives you more perspective on the people that are creating the music, and so I love to see it. So hopefully that is not a norm that just stops with just Big Bang or Twice or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I hope that it is a continued thing that I feel like gives some level of grounding as well too. But Gungi says famous people have their own struggles. Of course, so many of them deal with depression and addictions. That is true. That is true. No, Santa. Hello. How's it going? Thanks for hanging. But we got very philosophical on this song, so did not mean to take it down that route. But hey, I respect the expect the banter. So, we shall keep it moving. We have Bay next. So let's keep it going. Bay from MS. What?
미친 거 아닐까 자연민 특이해 내게 완벽한 그대여 나의 뮤즈 우리 둘이 편해 완전 살찌네 너와 몸이 완전 착착 감기네 영원히 넌 25샷 내게 변치 않아 baby 오고 파기 오 baby baby 지금처럼만 아름다워 줄래 넌 시간이 지나도 내가 설렐 수 있게 baby baby 넌 시들지 마 이기적인 날 위해 그 모습 그대로 넌 그대로여야만 해 난 예쁜 꽃을 든 남자 모두 네가 사랑할 노란 꽃을 든 남자 그대 향기에 취해 난 또 몽롱해지고 꺾이지 말아줘 제발 너만은 찹쌀떡 찹쌀떡 궁합해 우리 궁합해 찹쌀떡 찹쌀떡 궁합해 우리 궁합해
Huh? So I have so many questions. All right, this is Big Bang's Bay. What did we watch? what the fuck did we watch? Oh no. I can't. I don't even. All right, well, if someone knows what this MV's about, I don't want to know, but I'm curious. Music wise, yeah, I'll focus on the music. Thanks, Gungi. I think music wise, it's inoffensive. It's not like the craziest song. I like the song. Again, music video this is arguably, again, I want to count my chickens before they hatch, but this might be one of the strangest like K-pop MVs I've seen. Like I genuinely was very confused. I kind of, the only thing that I could think of was like in terms of MV that just made this make sense was like it just feels like this is what ecstasy feels like. I never taken ecstasy, but for whatever reason, like especially like them floating on that like moon section, like that feels very like it feels very comical in that sense, but then at the same time like it feels like it's portrayed in movies like that. So again, that's what I would correlate it to. I feel like I was on drugs for the past like almost 3 minutes long. So, I don't know, but I think the song itself was okay. Like I said, nothing too crazy. I think vocally it was very interesting. The delivery was also very unique as well too. I like Top's verse again. I feel like Top has definitely been hitting home runs for me in terms of like musicality wise. I've really liked his flow, but I felt like in this song specifically, he really stood out. And I like Daesung. I feel like he's incredible. I haven't pointed him out in this. I haven't pointed him out as much in this part, but I really like his voice. Like I think he's an incredible vocalist. So very curious to pick out more. I feel like they really haven't given him as much time in the limelight as I feel like he probably should. But yeah, other than that, I never want to see this MV again. So it was very strange. Let's see what we got here. We've got a whole bunch of question marks. Weird. Kaylee says, I remember in NCT when we said we shouldn't read the lyrics. Here it's the MVs. I agree. Kelly says, definitely not a fan of this MV at all. Not a fan of Big Bang 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 MV, but this is on another level. I don't like this MV at all. Oh my god. And then Kaylee says, I was not been listening to the song. My eyes were overwhelmed. Jazz says that was abrupt. Sandra says, I heard the song, liked it, but the MV is too weird for me. I agree. Connie says, G-Dragon, the leader of Big Bang, said that the song was inspired by the work of British artist Francis Bacon. He said looking at Bacon's painting made him feel erotic. What? Why would... Okay, first of all, I have a bone pick. I have to go full screen for this. Okay, listen. Whoever was G-Dragon's publicist at that time, why would you fucking let him say that? Okay? Like why? Like, you would... First of all, a country that is so staunchly against this sort of stuff, why would you actively go out and have your artist just say that shit to an outlet? I feel like is like could have been much worse. So I don't, for that reason, why would you even say that? And then secondly, like, I don't know, like, now it's in text forever. You know what I mean? People are going to look at that and be like, well, why did we let G-Dragon do this? You know, that's insane, you know? So that's my 2 cents. That's I'm just some guy on the internet, you know? But, let's see. Kaylee says, okay, MV makes sense if it was related to Francis Bacon then. Kanye says, now I gotta see the work of Bacon Perkinson, because what? I think G-Dragon is not his right mind. Kaylee says, for non-art people, Francis Bacon's work were something disturbing or uncomfortable. Okay. Oof. Well, I feel like it was nailed for sure. But yeah, I think this is like the one situation where I would actually just prefer to listen to the song on its own and not watch the MV. So, yeah, we're going to move on because otherwise I'm going to be going on this rampage for forever. So we are going to move into Bang 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 next. So check it out. Okay, all right.
없지
불을 질러 심장을 태워 널 미치게 하고 싶어
Great pre-chorus.
모두 다 같이 손 맞은 것처럼 Bang bang bang
Oh,
Bang 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 bang
all right.
Bang bang bang
Interesting switch up in the chorus.
널 데려가 지금 이 순간에 새빨간 저 하늘이 춤출 때 돌고 돌아 너와 나 이곳은 발라 찬양하라 떠올려 퍼지게 We go hard boy 신번 밤새 달려 죽지 법 이 노래는 거지처럼 신이 나 불러라 신청 겁이면 소리 눈마송의 멜로디 금원독이 결국이 사방팔방 어방가 사뿐한 고비
Oh, great rap verse from G Dragon.
Bang 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 bang
All right, all right.
Ready or not, if we don't give a what. Ready or not, if we don't give a what. Let's go.
Woo!
Let the bass drum go. 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 Let the bass drum go.
Ooh. All right. This was Big Bang and the song Bang Bang Bang. I was going to mess that up so hard, but I got it. So, very nice. Ooh. They had one in the chamber. This is good. This is good. Man, this is so much fun. I love this song. This is definitely like the type of energy I expect from a live show, you know? And I think they encapsulated it very well into a wildly energetic song. But I also feel like this song really represents Big Bang really well too, because I think there is a lot of great moments of all the members in Big Bang. Like, it doesn't feel like there's just one spot where I'm like, ooh, I really like G Dragon in this section, or I'm like, ooh, I really like Taeyong in this section, or I really love Top in this section. I think they did a great job of highlighting everybody. And I think that's kind of what makes it a fantastic song. And if this is your favorite Big Bang song, I respect you for that, because this one is a fantastic song. But I think to me, again, it's got great structure, and I think that's kind of, again, what makes it so well. And for a song that is 9 years old, I feel like this holds up very well. I love the fact that, again, you got a great rap verse from Top at the beginning. I love his flow. Again, his lower register and stuff just really cuts through the mix super well. So I absolutely love that. But I also could not be remiss in not giving my flowers to also G Dragon. I feel like this one is probably one of my favorite G Dragon verses thus far. It isn't my top favorite, but I feel like it's definitely up there in terms of his flow, his angst. Definitely appreciate that a lot. The pre-chorus as well, I thought was really incredible too. So I definitely love that a lot as well. I think it again really kind of sets the song up really well. And I love that they subvert your expectation. That chorus is not what I would have expected, but I think it really works well with the song. Like it's kind of got a cool like anti-drop feel to it. But again, at the same time, I love the way they changed it up and like YG Festivaled it at the end of the song. I feel like that would just pop off so much live. Again, I have not seen Big Bang, but I do feel like this is the type of song that I would imagine them closing the show out with, or like starting the show off with. You know what I mean? Like it just gives that kind of either like front, like first song out the gate, get the energy going, get the crowd going, or it's like the one that like they play like as like the first encore. I don't know if, like I said, I can't remember if K-pop groups do encores or not. I know it's more of a like American like thing, but I feel like this is the type of song that I would probably put later on in their set list if that was, again, I don't know how they have it set up, but I feel like that would be, they'd be stacking the deck at the end, you know. But yeah, this is fantastic. Daesung got a little bit more love too as well. I think his verse was super sick. Yes, this is awesome. Gunky says they do encores, at least some do. Okay, very nice. Appreciate it. All right, let's get into some comments here. Let's see. Everyone's saying iconic. Song had the Simmons says this song had the industry in a chokehold, still does, to be honest. Yeah, you want to make any idol dance, but the song, I feel that's true. It was produced by Teddy and G Dragon and written by Teddy, Top, and G Dragon. Very nice. And then Jess says Brandon crossed it off another one of his iconic songs list. I really would. I am very curious because I'll post this on Discord, but I am curious what songs are considered iconic in K-pop. Obviously, there are some that I have listened to already, but I am curious with like kind of the running list of like, if you don't know this song, you're not a K-pop stan. And I don't mean that in a really derogatory way. It's just like there's so much music that's out. So I'm curious what's on that proverbial list. So and Gongi says, now you need to watch Dreamcatcher live performance of this unless you've watched it already. I have not. That'd be cool. Honestly, it's a huge list and subjective, but this song is on everyone's or should be. Okay, fair enough. I was gonna say, I wonder if there's like I'm gonna have to look. I am curious if there is like a list. You know what I mean? That a highly consensus list of like what songs need to be on that. So. And Gunky says Dami's rapping to this is so good. Hey, listen, say less. Dami rapping, oh, she's my goat. I love her. So very nice. We shall keep it moving here. We have Sober next, this is my girlfriend's song that she's most excited for me to listen to. So I'll have to let her know how I feel about this one. But check it out.
자빠질 테니까 사랑 좋다 우정 좋다 말들 하지마 각오해 뒤통수가 시릴 테니까 Hey doctor 날 좀 살려줘요 확 돌아버리겠으니까 어설픈 말들로 눌러내지 말고 Hear me say
진짜 이씨
This chorus is great.
차갑고 남 시선은 따갑지 어른 같지만 어린아이 작은 키만 훌쩍 자랐지 어리적 낭만은 사라진 환상의 기분은 광활한 광야 사람들은 날 이해 못해 나도 몰래 막아볼래 취해라 취해 천국으로 가 깨고 나면 지옥 얼마 못 가 날 지금 시금치 없는 뽀빠이 나를 유혹하는 웃음 폭탄
Hey 택시 택시 날 데려가줘요
Really enjoying this pre-chorus. So good.
며칠 동안만 이라도 숨 좀 쉴 수 있게 매일 정신이는 힘들어 아무것도 할 수가 없어 매일 정신이는 제일 싫어 너 없인 잠들 수가 없어 시간은 바랍게 안 가고 나의 만들어 적어낸 사람 할일은 바랍게 많은데 하고 싶은 건 하나도 Without you 모든 게 두려워 네가 없인 깜깜한 이 밤이 차가운 세상이 너무 힘에 겨워 Without you 아직도 이곳에
Ooh.
홀로 남아 너 하나만을 믿고 이렇게 기다리는 내가 바보 같잖아 No 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 매일 정신이란 힘들어 아무것도 할 수가 없어 매일 정신이란 제일 싫어 너 없인 잠들 수가 없어
I think Daesung was actually playing the drums. That looked correct, at least to me. All right. This was Big Bang's Sober. You're hanging out. Okay, cool. I did get confirmation. Connie says he plays drums at the concerts. Oh, very nice. I only mentioned that. I didn't mean it in, again, I want to say that none of the stuff that I say I feel like is a very derogatory way, but like I feel like sometimes like when you have like instruments, sometimes they're not always played exactly the way that you would expect them to be played. And again, and there's no discredit to like, you know, again, if they did play it or not, but I did notice that there was a realistic nature to him actually playing and actually hitting what he's supposed to hit in terms of like the toms and like the hi-hats and like the cymbals and everything. So kudos to Daesung for doing that. So very nice, very nice. It gives that level of realness that I really appreciate. But the song itself was good. I like this a lot. I will say, and I don't know if anybody maybe sees a similar correlation, and again, maybe it makes sense just because the like musicality of like G-Dragon, but this does feel like a sister song to Crooked. Like I couldn't help but find like similar musical motifs unintentionally about this song that I feel like again meshes up well with Sober. And I was like, oh man, I really like Crooked. And I was just like, wait, this kind of has similar sorts of sounds. And I'm like, oh, well, I like this song too by probably by proxy. Which is great. Kaylee says a little the same let go and be careful, let go and be carefree vibe. I agree. I will say that chorus reminds me of another song, and I can't I was trying to place it, and I don't know if it was like an MGMT song or like man, there's definitely a song that I can think of chorus wise that I'm like, this has a very similar kind of vibe to it. And again, I like it. I think that I would imagine Big Bang came before it. I want to say it was MGMT, but I'm not 100% sure. But there's definitely a vibe for sure. Bakia, thanks for hanging. G-Dragon teased sober when he performed Crooked It Mama 2020, Mama 2013, excuse me. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Connie says written by Choice 37, Teddy, of course, Top, and G-Dragon. Okay, cool. Thank you. Kala gets me. Okay, we're in the same place. We're in the same place. We're placing it. So if y'all know know what this chorus sounds like, but I know it sounds like something. If I find it, I'll post it in Discord. But I swear to God that melody choice is like in my head. So I'll probably be thinking about it for a little bit. But yeah, overall I like the song. This was very fun. I want to say that Top is a goofy son of a bitch because. Kids, that's what. Okay, yep. Nice, Cal. I knew it was MGMT because I think it definitely reminds me of that. Okay, we nailed it. We got it. Kudos. Thank you, Cal. Man, Top is such a goofy guy. Like this whole MV, I was watching him do his section of the song, and I'm just like, this motherfucker is so goofy. You know what I mean? Like. It's great, but he's awesome. I that's me energy, so I feel represented in that. But this was good. I love G-Dragon's like singing. Like obviously, I know he's known for the rapping, but I just love how cutting his voice is. It just suits a song like this super well. And like again, the pre-chorus build was fun. I think this is a really solid song. And definitely again, I can understand why my girlfriend likes this one because it's a fun, lively track. So. Very nice. We shall keep it moving here. The next one we have is another BigBang song. So let's go. Let's Not Fall in Love. Sorry.
하지만 이 말만은 진심이야 그대 좋아해요
아무것도 묻지 말아요 대답할 수 없어요 지금 이렇게들이 행복한데 왜 날 가지려 하지 말아요 그저 이대로 두기만 했어요
I love this song so much. Fun pre-chorus build.
우리 사랑하지 말아요 아직은 잘 모르잖아요 사실 조금은 두려운 거야 그대 미안해요 우리 약속하지 말아요 내일은 더 모르잖아요 하지만 이 말만은 진심이야 그대 좋아해요
Interesting.
나를 보며 웃지 말아요 정들면 슬퍼져요 예쁜 그 미소가 눈물이 될까봐 사랑이란 두 글자 속에 우리가 두렵고 하지 말아요 채우지 못할 욕심이니까 Yeah, I'm kinda like 솔직히 지켜줘요 너는 설렘을 안고 많은 고민을 안고 그땐 서러워리로 남아진 내 시행착오 난 하루하루가 불안해 그 수수함이 부담돼 하지만 오늘 밤만큼은 I want you to stay 내게 너무 많은 걸 바라지 마 나도 그댈 잊고 싶진 않아 깊어지기 전에 상처 입기 전에 날 믿지 말아요
넌 항상 그래. 이기적인 새끼.
우리 사랑하지 말아요
아직은 잘 모르잖아요 사실 조금은 두려운 거야
I love how I have such an interesting commentary on this. I like how Top was the only guy in that scene where like there was all like all the raining and stuff. He was the only one who was dry. Crazy, wild stuff. Anyway, this was Big Bang's "Let's Not Fall in Love." Um, this song was very interesting. I was very shocked at like some of the arrangements. Maybe it's again maybe like the way that I'm thinking. Um, Very unique setup in terms of structure for the songs. Jazz says he said no wet socks for me. Hey, listen, as someone who is not a fan of wet socks, I get that. So Top respect. I love it. Um, yeah, the song is very interestingly structured. Like I don't even know where to place the chorus. I feel like it comes and goes really quickly in this song. Like I do feel like the song's pre-chorus has a much larger build-up than the chorus, or that the chorus is almost like non-existent in a weird way. Because I'm thinking about like the structure of the song, and like obviously you get that first verse, and then you get the pre-chorus, and then there's like this pre-chorus build, and then you get into the second verse because there's no like transition between like that chorus. So I don't know if they just like thought, oh well, we don't really need a chorus, let's see how we can make this work. And I think they did a pretty good job. Like again, if I wasn't really knowledgeable in the sense of like I knew how like most songs structures are like verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus 2, bridge, final chorus, if that's usually how you want to have it broken down. Obviously there's different variations off that, but the way that they have this structure, it almost feels like they completely remove the choruses for like the verses, or remove the choruses entirely and just kind of structured it based off the verses, which I again find very unique about the song. But overall, I think vocally this is really solid. I really love Daesung's vocals, as I've been mentioning a lot. I feel like he's got really strong vocals, and you can definitely tell when his section of the song came in. So I really love that. But I'd also give a shout outs to Taeyong. I feel like his vocals were really more well noticed in this song. I feel like they gave him more of a spotlight to just, again, do some more cool like vocal ad libs, a little bit more runs, stuff like that. So I definitely appreciate that a lot. But again, I felt like it was varied in terms of having each member do their own thing and do it really well. But I do feel like they were definitely picking some moments to highlight some bigger moments throughout the song, and I think they did a great job of placing those larger moments with great vocalists to kind of shine through in that section. So very nice. I thought I think this would probably be like in that like mid to high tier range. I enjoyed it a lot. Let's see, Kala says bro's hydrophobic, probably. Connie says, again, produced by Teddy and G-Dragon. Very nice, very nice. And then Connie says, I love this look on G-Dragon. I think orange hair G-Dragon is my favorite. And then Kaylee says, I was going to say that for last MV. He looks great with that style and color. Very nice, very nice. Cool. We shall keep it moving. We got a couple more left on the docket here. We have Fxxk It next. If that's correct, I don't know, but it looks like it. So let's give it a listen.
No, I don't wanna go too fast. No, cause nothing really lasts. Yeah, I think I need some time, but I can't get you off my mind. No, 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 no. 일단 시작부터 이제 생걸로 부탁해 bartender 계속해 들이키고 나니 모두 다 예뻐 Oh yes me go yo these ladies solo yo 그러다 너져봐서 G's calling me tender 씩씩하게 말을 걸어 넌 저기 시시한 여자와 달리 틱틱거려 칙칙하던 분위기에 한 줄기 배 쏘는 정도가 지나자마자 사춘기 shit 훔치는 너의 눈빛에 입술은 바짝 마르지 오랜만에 느껴보는 이런 떨림 이러지도 저러지도 못했네 이 밤이 다가기 전에 난 널 내 품만 내원해 Feel it I think I wanna just call me 고민하지 마 And I'm 모르겠다 I love you And I'm 모르겠다 I love you And I'm 모르겠다 I love you Girl I wanna get down And I'm 모르겠다 down And I'm 모르겠다 down And I'm 모르겠다 down Girl I wanna get down
설렘을 찾고 싶어 말고 달처로 난 여러 명의 포로 도망치네 이곳 빠삐용 나 지긋지긋 뒷머리가 나 양아치 이제 끝 바람둥이 한가닥 나란 남자 모르던 그럼 네가 좋았지 몰래 난 몰래 모든 걸 시층 잘 느끼는 벌레 나 일 먹어도 사랑은 단 일도 모르겠어 뒤쳐 일 못해 피눈물 없는 로맨스 장단 없는 게임 너는 오락가락하고 멜로디가 다른 알토와 소프라노 어차피 우리는 끊어질 거야 딱 잘라 말할게 타락해버린 꿈의 엘도라도
훔치는 너의 눈빛에 입술은 바짝 마르지 오랜만에
So
느껴보는
good.
이런 떨림 이러지도 저러지도 못한 난이 밤이 다가기 전에 난 널 내 품 안에 원해 Real love I think I wanna just 고민하지 마 And I'm 모르겠다 I love you And I'm 모르겠다 I love you And I'm 모르겠다 I love you Girl I wanna get down
And I'm gonna get down, down
And I'm gonna get down, down
And I'm gonna get down, down
Girl I wanna get down You and me 같이 차를 타고 ride 술 취했니 눈 좀 붙여 잠깐만 어디 가서 쉴까
Great harmonies in the back. Nice.
But I want it and you know it And I'm gonna get down I love you And I'm gonna get down I love you And I'm gonna get down 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 down And I'm gonna get down down Girl I wanna get down Girl I wanna get down Girl I wanna get down And I'm gonna get down I love you And I'm gonna get down I love you And I'm gonna get down I love you Girl I wanna get down
And I'm gonna get down, down
And I'm gonna get down down And I'm gonna get down down Girl I wanna get down
All right, very nice. This was Big Bang's "Fuck It." If you're hanging out, this one was interesting. I like the kind of more chill nature of the song. I definitely like melody choice wise. I think they did a great job. I think it's got a great hook to it. Um, Definitely was not expecting that just based off of the name of the song, but I think that I definitely appreciate that a lot. You know, I think it really works with their styling super well, especially again with like Taeyong doing that more like R&B like soul style vocals. I feel like this one kind of plays to his strengths certainly. But I really love Daesung in this song as well too. Like again, every time that I feel like I've pointed him out, I genuinely just love his like vocal tone so much. It's just got a great like warmth, and I feel like he, no matter what part of the song he's in, you I feel like as myself I can point him out and be like, oh shit, that's Daesung. I really like his vocals. Like I'm genuinely just enamored by how recognizable his voice is in my head. And I feel like that speaks to how well his vocals are like mixed in the song. So doing a great job of that. I really like Top's flow in the song. I thought it was really nice. Definitely different than what I feel like he has done in a couple of the more like stronger, like more well known like Big Bang songs. But I like the approach of this one. I think again it fits the vibe. Like if he was going hard and hitting you with like a heavy rap verse, like it would fit so out of place. But I feel like he's knowledgeable enough to know what works and what doesn't work. So I love that element of that. I think it really is nice. I like that really cool like filtered synth. I think that always is like a tried and true thing that I genuinely enjoy for the most part. I don't feel like I have found anything as of yet that I haven't liked in terms of that. But the stylization of this like instrumentation in the song was really nice. that chorus is definitely pretty memorable. I think it's super catchy. It's got a great hook to it. But yeah, I thought this was really solid. Like I said, probably this is definitely above average for me in terms of the songs that we've listened to so far in terms of title tracks. So I have no remorse for adding it up higher, in the higher tiers for me. But yeah, bridge was also really nice too. I like that kind of back and forth. I love a good like a ping ponging effect of like the vocals. I feel like that song did a really great job of representing that well, and obviously the vast array of vocal range that you have within Big Bang. I think they did a great job of representing that well too. So yeah, overall, really like this song. Yeah, so if you like this, great, awesome. Connie says that this one was produced by Teddy and G Dragon. Is one of their favorite songs. Very nice, very nice. And then we were talking about his hair, so I get it. Kyle says, "Bye everyone, have fun. Rest of the stream." Yes, have a good luck on your classes and stuff. Thanks for hanging. But we shall keep it moving. We got a couple more here. We've got Last Dance next, so let's check it out.
영원할 줄 알았던 사랑도 저물고 이젠 그난 친구마저 떠나가네요. 나이가 들어서 나 어른이 되나봐요. 왜 이렇게 불안할까? 사람들은 오늘도 과거에 머물고 세상은 나 없이도 잘 돌아가네요. 아직은 어려서 나 철이 안 드나봐요. 왜 이렇게 바보 같을까? 아무것도 없이 그저 행복해하던 때가 엊그제 같은데 그래 너무 멀리 와버렸어. 난 기억이 안 나. Hey, 모든 게 처음이라 서툴고 설레이기만 해. 그 시절 기억들이 아직도 꿈만 같은데 난 지금 어디로 가는지. 나는 이 노래 부르며 너에게 돌아갈 거야. 아름다웠던 그대 다시 볼 수 있다면 너와 이 노래 들으며 마지막 춤을 출 거야. 이 순간을 기억해 언제까지라도. Just one last dance.
희미한 불빛이 되어 별들 사이로
오,
yeah. 너 또한 이별이 되어 손짓하네요. 혼자가 되어서 나 외로워 보이나요? 왜 이렇게 눈물이 날까?
아무것도 없이 그저 행복해하던 때가
very surprised by Top in this song.
그래 너무 멀리 와버렸어. 난 기억이 안 나. Hey, 모든 게 처음이라 서툴고 설레기만 해. 그 시절 기억들이 아직도 꿈만 같은데 난 지금 어디에 있는지. 나는 이 노래 부르며 너에게 돌아갈 거야. 아름다웠던 그대 다시 볼 수 있다면 너와 이 노래 들으며 마지막 춤을 출 거야. 이 순간을 기억해 언제까지라도. Just one
Nice key change.
돌아갈 거야 아름다웠던 그대 아이, 다시 볼 수 있다면 hey, 너와의 노래 들으며 마지막 춤을 출 거야 이 순간을 기억해 언제까지라도 just one last
너와 손을 잡고 춤을 추던 어젯밤 찬란한 빛이 나는 아름다운 one last smile 빠져놓쳐 알 수 없던 황홀경 내가 보고 느끼던 세상과 난 어울려 너와 손을 잡고 춤을 추던 어젯밤 찬란한 빛이 나는 아름다운 one last smile 빠져놓쳐 알 수 없던 황홀경 내가 보고 느끼던 세상과 난 어울려
Aw. All right, that was Big Bang's Last Dance. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Connie says that this song expresses the band's gratitude for their time together and their promise to return to their fans after their military service. The song is considered a farewell to fans for the foreseeable future. Uh wow, what great emotion this song carries. I feel like it does a great job of obviously paying respect to people that have been a fan of Big Bang for that time period. Again, like I can only really kind of put myself in the place of fans at that current time, and obviously knowing that they have come back already, um obviously speaks to my understanding of that, but and I really haven't experienced a group yet to this date, I don't think, that I've listened to their music, seen them go away to like do their military service and then come back. So I really haven't gotten to the full gambit of that spectrum yet, but I imagine at some point I probably will. But with this song, I really feel like, again, it conveys such a fantastic amount of emotion. I think it's a lot of gratitude as well, just for, again, being a group for as long as they've been doing it for, and putting out great music. I feel like this song does a great job of representing that feeling a ton. I really liked a lot of I enjoyed all of their vocal performances. I feel like this is probably some of the better stuff in terms of Big Bang. Like, I would guess I kind of consider this a little bit of a ballady sort of song, like I think it definitely has the elements of it for sure. But I really loved, as I mentioned a lot, and I will continue to mention, Daesung in this song, I feel like has such a great heart, and I feel like in the ballady, more like grandiose type songs, I feel like his vocals are able to kind of just like hit the gas pedal and drive a little bit more. So I feel like he was, I feel like he was able to kind of flesh the song out emotionally a little bit more, and I love that. I think the thing I was most shocked by, and not that I feel like, again, Top is a bad singer by any stretch, but I was genuinely surprised at how good his tone is. I obviously it is well represented in his like rapping, but I love it in the context of like his singing voice. Like, he's got such a great, again, warmth in a different sense to that of Daesung. But I just love the way that like the bass of his voice fills out the song. It just really is unique compared to some of the other members of Big Bang. So I love that, and I love that they gave him a spotlight to do some singing in this song. I don't believe he's done it, to my knowledge, at least in terms of title tracks. So this is a cool representation of that. But yeah, everyone sounded fantastic. I was very surprised at, like, again, the level of nuance in this song. I feel like G Dragon had a really great moments vocally as well too, which again you don't get to hear as much. Obviously his solo work I got to hear a little bit when they first started Big Bang, and like he was doing stuff early on. Like, obviously I got to hear more of his singing, but like this one I feel like he was able to kind of push a little bit further. So but yeah, I thought this was incredible. This is like definitely up my alley in terms of music that I already enjoy. I'm a ballad lover, so definitely love that a lot. But yeah, I'd probably say this is, I would probably place this in my top favorites. I would not be remit. I mean, obviously, it's not like one of those really high energy songs that I feel like Big Bang is known for, but like I think you can't. It's uncomprised in the sense of like the vocal abilities are just so fleshed out in the song, and I think they did, like I said, a fantastic job of delivering that sentiment to you, to the listener. So I think for me that speaks more volumes than anything else. Like, you know, I am a music enjoyer and listener at first, and then, you know, obviously performance is second to that. But I feel like this one just hits the feels, and I love that. So um Connie also says that this was written by G Dragon, Top, and Taeyong. Very nice. Sandra says cool song. And then Connie followed up and said, yeah, you need to see some live performances. He sings in some songs. Very nice. Okay. That's cool. All right. We'll keep it moving. We have G Dragon's Untitled. So let's go.
나에게 돌아오기가 어렵고 힘든 걸 알아. 이제 더는 상처받기가 두렵고 싫은 걸 알아. 네가 떠나버린 그날에 도무지 말로 널 울리고 뒤돌아서서 후회해. 미안해. 제발 단 한 번이라도 너를 볼 수 있다면 내 모든 걸 다 잃어도 괜찮아. 꿈에서라도 나를 만나 다시 사랑하기를. 우리대로 너에게 용서받기.
I love the piano chords. Super nice.
죽는 게 더 쉬울지 몰라. 이 노래를 불러보지만 내 진심이 닿을지 몰라. 네가 행복하기를 바래. 괜한 거짓말도 못하고 돌아오기만 기도해. 미안해. 제발 단 한 번이라도 너를 볼 수 있다면 모든 거 다 잃어도 괜찮아. 꿈에서라도 나를 만나 다시 사랑하기를. 우리대로 이젠 끝이라는 마지막이라는 너의 그 맘을 난 믿을 수 없어. Can't let go Cause we never know. 내게 너 같은 너에게 나 같은 그런 사랑은 두 번 다신 없어. Nobody knows. We always know. 제발 단 한 번이라도 너를 볼 수 있다면 내 모든 거 다 잃어도 괜찮아. 꿈에서라도 나를 만나 다시 사랑하기를. 지금 이 시간이 지나가고 다 잊을 수 있다면 내 기억도 행복했던 추억도 아니 다음 생에 또 너를 만나 다시 사랑하기를. 참 그대로.
All right, very nice. This was G Dragon's Untitled. Um, info. Thanks, Connie, for this. This song is about a past relationship where G Dragon expresses regret and asks for forgiveness. The song is considered a letter to a past lover. Hmm. I like that. Obviously not. Yeah, I feel bad, but obviously I like understand. It makes sense. But um, oh man, this is so beautifully written. I feel like again, just G Dragon having such a heavy hand in like the production and just like yeah, obviously his solo work as well as Big Bang stuff. Like you can tell that he is such a unique craft and a unique perspective on music, and so I really love the arrangement of this song. I think the piano work is like gorgeous. I would argue some of my favorite piano work that I've heard in quite a bit. Um, it just really worked, and his vocals, like I feel like he was able to do so much more vocally, and like even if I'm thinking about it from the perspective of the last G Dragon single we listened to, which was Crooked, like what a contrast, right? Like I'm thinking in terms of like these are the only two songs that I have heard from G Dragon tonight, and one of them I have already heard, and this one I have not. Like I think there's just such a level of like understanding of what fits melodically, like obviously what's going to convey that emotion, and just like what will make that impact in the song. And I feel like he does a great job of not only doing one of those things well, but all of them well. And I think that again it goes to the level of how well he's been able to craft his music over these years. And I think it's really shows super strongly in a song like this. I also love his range. Like you got some like mid range tones. Definitely like it's crazy how much like vocal grit he has, but then like when you remove that, he's just got such a like really beautiful tone. And I think it makes me constantly surprised at people who can kind of like chameleon their vocals in such a nice way and like really be able to turn the grid on if they feel like it, or really reserve themselves and have them have this sort of clean tonality to their voice. I think it's really indicative of the type of talent that you would have to have as a vocalist, and that only can be made up amongst many many years of doing it and performing and doing all that sort of stuff and being very in tune with how your voice works. So major salutes to G Dragon on this one, because I think this is, in terms of vocal performance, I think this is probably my favorite that he's done thus far tonight. I don't know if I could find a better song of him singing like this, because it was really incredible. So this is definitely like, in terms of solo songs that we've heard tonight, this is probably going to be top for sure. Other up with that Taeyong song, like I feel like those two are like my favorites in terms of the solo songs we've heard tonight so far. So let's see what we got here. Kaylee says an icon. Sonja says the vocals were just so smooth. I couldn't agree more. So very nice, very nice. And then Connie says, love this G Dragon song. It's my fave. The song live is so emotional. I can only imagine. So very nice, very nice. All right, we shall keep it moving. We have Flower Road next.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. BigBang. 그때 참 좋았는데 말야. 너와 함께 할 수만 있다면, 때론 외로운 곳을 보도 말야. 너와 같이 할 수만 있다면, Singing 나나나, 노래해 나나나. 우리에게 마지막이야. 부디 또 만나고 싶으면
때론 꽤 별난 일이 많아. 넌 나같이 못난 놈을 만나. 다시 누군가 사랑할 수 있을까? 너 아니라면 그런 일은 없을 것 같아. 나 의식 없이 밝힌 흐름대로 가던 길, 날 화려히 비춰주던 네 빛 한 줄기, 그 전율이 느껴지는 예쁜 꽃길, 그곳에 너로 인해 설 수 있던 롤리 폴리 토이.
떠나려거든 보내드리 어리다. 이미 가시는 길에 꽃을 뿌리
Okay.
그때 또 다시 날 사랑해줘요. 이 꽃길 따라 잠시 쉬어가다가 그 자리 그곳에서 날 기다려요. 그때 참 좋았는데 말야 너와 함께 할 수만 있다면 때론 외로운 곳을 보도 말야 너와 같이 할 수만 있다면 많이 울기도 했지만 웃은 일도 많아 내 머릿속 안에는 추억이 너무 많아 이또한 지나갈 테니까 일단 매만 날 꽃이 피면
1년 365 이 세상 하나뿐인 넌 내 음악의 모티브 날 이겨워주는 네 커다란 꽃밭에 기대어 막 떠오르던 가사만 아직도 참 생생해 반땀반땀 너란 만개 안고 채색은 10만 개 무한대 거대한 울림 비발디의 사계 아직도 그대 내 맘에 담을 수 없는 그림 내 눈을 의심하지 You're my magical queen
떠나려거든 보내드리오리다 이미 가시는 길에 꽃을 뿌리오리다 그리워지면 돌아와줘 그때도 다시 날 사랑해줘 이 꽃길 따라 잠시 쉬어가다가 그 자리 그곳에서 날 기다려요 꽃잎 따라 입을 맞추죠 얼굴은 빨개지고 꽃길을 깔아 준비를 하죠 그대가 오시는 길 그리워지면 돌아와줘요 그때도 다시 날 사랑해줘요 이 꽃길 따라 잠시 쉬어가다가 그 자리 그곳에서 날 기다려요 꽃잎 따라 입을 맞추죠 얼굴은 빨개지고 꽃길을 깔아 준비를 하죠 그 자리 그곳에서 날 기다려요
All right. This was Big Bang's Flower Road. Connie gave me a little bit more information. Appreciate it, Connie. The song's lyrics express the group's hope that fans will wait for them while also acknowledging fans may choose to move on. The song's title can refer to both the group's career and the lives of their fans. The song's lyrics include lines like, "This is not the end of us. I hope we'll meet again when the flowers are blooming." Ooh, okay. I thought this was really solid. Like I said, I don't think there was like too much. There wasn't too much to write home about. You know what I mean? I don't think that it is like one of those. It isn't like one of those iconic Big Bang songs where I'm like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Like this is something to pay attention to. But I don't feel like there's a lack of substance in the track. Like I do feel like vocally this is really solid. I will say the chorus is really catchy as well. But at the same time, I don't like it doesn't have that sort of I feel like that same sort of impact that I feel like maybe this song should have, where it's like, again, you want people to kind of continue on and listen to their music. And I feel like if you have been following Big Bang, like you're going to enjoy their journey and you're going to enjoy like what that they're still making music and they're still putting out stuff. But you know, if I'm thinking on the scale of like really iconic Big Bang songs, like I don't feel like this one is hitting those same peaks as I feel like some of the other songs that preceded it have. And that's not to discredit their talent at all, because I think this song has like some really great fun melodies, but definitely not bad. I think this is about as middle as a road as I feel like it can get. Like inoffensive, really well worked song. I think the structure's fun. I think the arrangement is really good too. I like the synth choices, like the acoustic guitar. I think they kind of again added different like musical elements to keep it fun and engaging, but isn't like that out of the park wild songs that you would expect. And again, they're getting older. I feel like they probably aren't going to be making those really hype, crazy songs as much as I feel like they might have been prior to that. So. Connie says it's not a Teg song. Maybe that's why it's not that iconic. Potentially. I don't know. Maybe he just had the Big Bang formula. Who knows? But we shall keep it moving. We got a couple more. We have Still Life next. So check it out.
이듬해질녘 꽃 피는 봄 한여름밤의 꿈 가을 타 겨울 내리는 1년 4번 또다시 봄 정들었던 내 젊은 날 이제는 안녕 아름답던 우리의 봄 여름 가을 겨울 비간 뒤에 비에 대신에 비엔 비스듬씩 비웃던 질색무늬의 무지개 철없이 철지나 철들지 못해 철부지에 철그러지 오래 멋지 비발디 차이콥스키 오늘의 세계를 맞이해 마침내 시몬네
저 하늘만 바라보고서 사기절 잘 지내고 있어 Goodbye 떠난 사람 또 나타난 사람 머리 위저 세상 나도 내 영감의 아마존 지난 밤에 트라우마 담고 목숨 바쳐 달려오 새 출발하는 원목선 변할래 전보다는 더욱더 좋은 사람 더욱더 더 나은 사람 더욱더 아침을 술 맞고 내 안에 분노 과거에 묻고 For life Do it away,
울었던 웃었던 소녀와 소녀가 그리워 너 찬란했던 사랑했던 시절만 자꾸 기억나 계절은 날이 갈수록 속절없이 흘러 붉게 물들이고 파랗게 만들어 가슴을 꼭 언젠가 다시 올 그날 그때를 위하여 아름다울 우리의 봄 여름 가을 겨울 이듬해질녘 꽃 피는 봄 한여름 밤의 꿈 가을 타 겨울 내리는 봄 여름 가을 겨울
Ooh, that falsetto at the top. Ooh, that was clean. All right. This was Big Bang's Still Life. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Connie says that this is a song that reflects on the band's journey and growth of its members. The song's lyrics, music video conveys themes of introspection, contentment, and moving from the past. And it looks like this was the last comeback with Top. Oh, hopefully he'll be back to making music. I know, as I mentioned in part one, excited to check out his character arc in Squid Games 2. I still haven't watched that yet, so hope to get into it now that I know. But I thought this was really nice. I love the kind of swingy sort of band feel of this song. That's probably the best way I could describe it. It's just it was really soothing, and I just love the chord progression that they're using. I think it has a great kind of movement to it. But vocally, this is so much fun. I think all of them really did a great job of representing how much and how improved their vocals have become. Daesung's vocals, I just love his warmth, the way that he's able to kind of bring you in and just have such a great kind of vocal backing power. And I feel like the song again highlights that super well. I feel like Taeyoung did a fantastic job, really kind of showing off his range as a vocalist. We got some like cool like chest voice, and then we got some great falsetto lines, and like the interplay between him and Daesung is really incredible. I also really loved G Dragon's vocals. Like as I mentioned before, with Untitled, like he has become such a phenomenal vocalist, and that's not to discredit songs before that, but just I feel like again over time you become better at things as you progress, and I find that as I was going through listening to all of these Big Bang songs, like I feel like he has just become better and better as a vocalist. So I feel like this song does a really great job of representing that growth as well too. And then Top as well. He had a little bit of singing, he had a little bit of rapping. Like I feel like he is multifaceted in that way, and I think that the song again highlights his strengths as well too. But yeah, I was very surprised about this one. Like it definitely feel like musicality wise, definitely within my wheelhouse as well too. And I think it's got this really great kind of like bluesy kind of swing to it, and I think it works really well with the styling. So this is a two thumbs up. I think this one like maybe barely misses out on the cuts of like my ultra favorites of the Big Bang deep dive, but I would say like it's knocking on heaven's gate right now. You know what I mean? So it's up there for sure. Sonja says, very nice. Love the falsetto. I couldn't agree more. So, all right. Well, we are into the final video of this playlist. The last one we have here is G Dragon's Untitled, the Mama Stage. So, Kaylee says that this was for you to see them now and the power they hold live. It starts off with G Dragon solo stuff and then into Big Bang. This performance was crazy and long awaited. Okay, perfect. Well, great way to close it out. So I feel like this one works out. Thank you, Kaylee. So let's get into it. Incredible. All right, we finished it off on a high note, guys. Oh, this is great. I did listen to Power and Home Sweet Home. My girlfriend said, I can't wait for you to listen to this. I don't know when you're gonna listen to it, so I'm just gonna listen to it. But I really love Home Sweet Home now, and now that I know it's Daesung and obviously Taeyoung, I feel like it just makes the song better. I did not know it was them because I was like, I might listen to this on stream, um, but I was like, go on ahead, play it anyway, and I wind up loving that song. So big salutes to her, and then as well as you guys for throwing it. Well, Kaylee more specifically for putting it on the playlist here. But man, I mean, I guess if I could surmise this video in one term, I just feel like I feel like they have such a great like live presence. There's just something about their like again, they weren't even performing all of these songs to like the fullest degree, I'm sure, but like there's just something special about the way that they command an audience, and you could just tell, like, even again, as it was mentioned multiple times, but just like for other idols to just be so enamored by that and to also want to feel like they're a fan and getting involved in being a part of like, you know, seeing Big Bang, I feel like that speaks a larger volume to, you know, how much of an impact that they had on K-pop and obviously the music that they make. And I think that's the type of lasting impression that I feel like any artist should really have. And like, again, obviously it isn't without share of issues certainly, but I feel like it is really impressive to see that, again, this was, you know, 2 months ago. And I feel like it's just got, you know, it's like they didn't even miss a beat. You know what I mean? It's just so crazy how much aura they have. I agree with Kaylee. Like, it's so cool. And I feel like obviously I probably am not the first person to say that. I'm probably certainly not the last person to say it. But I feel like regardless of the point, still is something that should be said and should be revered, certainly. So definitely an iconic group covered. I feel empowered that we have, you know, finally tackled one of the more OG iconic groups. You know, I feel like it's certainly a long time coming. I felt like it was appropriate just given seeing Top on Squid Games 2 and obviously G Dragon releasing new music and stuff. It just felt like the kind of felt a little perfect storm like. So appreciate all in Discord for helping out on that. Definitely really cool, really cool. Again, if you are new, come join the community. We have a great bunch of people there, so please join. Would love to get to know y'all a little bit better. But great time. I think in terms of my favorites, I'll probably try to go through and run off some of my favorite songs because I don't even think I picked a favorite from any of the from part one either. Um, these are in no particular order. I liked Dirty Cash, Haru Haru, let's see, Haru Haru. Obviously, Fantastic Baby. Had to add that to the list. And then in terms of tonight's, I gotta give it to, at least for solo songs, Taeyong's Eyes, Nose, Lips. That's a goated song. Let's see what else. Bang Bang Bang. I did like Sober a lot. That was good. Last Dance. And then I probably would close it off with Untitled from the G Dragon. That was fantastic. So those, I would say, large smattering of my favorites. I don't know if I could actually pinpoint which were number one through however many I picked for this, but I feel like those are generally the picks that I like. And I'd probably say bias wise, I think I'm gonna toss it between like G Dragon and Top. I feel like those two are really incredible. If we're talking more on the vocal side, I'm a Daesung fan. I feel like he's like, no offense to Taeyong, I love Taeyong, but Daesung, man, he just got me, you know. So I'd probably say those are collectively my biases for BigBang. Though I will say all of them except for the really controversial member is good in my book, at least from my perspective. So yeah, very cool. Trying to think what else. I think I am streaming Saturday early again for the EU homies shout outs. I will most likely be doing that Saturday. So that is the vibe. In terms of next group to cover, I don't really have a preference. I'm just trying to look in terms of groups we've covered so far, and then feel free to give your recommendation now because I'll hang out for a little bit. On your pitch to do who's next. In terms of deep dive because I'm here to listen. We kind of have done. We did Big Bang. We did Ace. We did Kim Sejong. Those were like the more recent ones. So that's the vibe. Gunky, that is hard to answer. I really feel like in terms of answer, I really can't answer that honestly. I genuinely don't know. So I'm just gonna go off the basis that they aren't. So that's the vibe. So unfortunately. We've done a lot of boys groups. We have, yeah. Fiction again. I love them. No Santa put okay, there's a Discord. I'll have to check. But yeah, I feel like we've done a lot of boys groups. I feel like it's been a while. If I'm looking at K bands, it's been a while since we've done a K band. So I'd love to do a K band. I know we've talked about like CN Blue in the past. I know N Flying has been mentioned a few times. I was gonna say QWER. Yeah, Hopalol. I don't even know how to pronunciate that jazz. I know so again, shout out to my girlfriend. She's been listening to them a ton. And she recommended that I should check them out at some point. I know I told her I've listened to some covers, but I haven't actually gotten into their discography, but yeah, that would be really cool. So if chat's cool, maybe my next vote will be K band. I feel like that would be fun. If not, a girls group, because I don't think we've really I think we've been kind of dry in terms of doing girls groups. So K band, let's go. Okay, Perfect. All right. So I'll keep it simple. I think we'll do N Flying, CN Blue. I'm not gonna try to pronunciate jazz, the one that recommend jazz recommended. Excuse me, I can't even speak tonight. But I'll add them to the list as well. So if there's another K band that you feel like we should be covering or that I should cover, let me know. QWER, I know I also saw as well. So if there's any other groups that should be along that gambit of choice, let me know. But I feel like that's probably a good smattering of K bands. So that's the idea. And yeah, Connie says W24 because the main vocalist is from my country. Ooh, okay. No, Santa says I need Alex back so you can finish EXID's music. I listen, if I was the deciding factor on that, no Santa, then we would have already covered it by now. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, if you've been asking about it, I genuinely I really have no say on what Therese or Alex wants to do. Like I said, they haven't reached out to come back, so I don't want to sound like I'm being a begrudging person, but I just feel like I owe this to you guys. I come on, I stream, I do this sort of stuff, so I want to make you feel like we're covering these groups, and I'm not trying to gatekeep groups to cover because I would love to cover all of them if given the opportunity. So, we'll figure it out. We'll see what we rock with, and if they're here, great. If they're not here, then we'll try to do what we can. So appreciate the time. I will put QWER Hopalola. I'm again completely butchering the name. CM Blue, and then we'll do as well as QWER. I think those would be the 4 K bands. So thanks for coming to hang out, watch me rant, talk about K bands, all that sort of, or K groups, what have you. We'll try to do it probably next Monday is usually what I'm going to be shooting for. And then maybe we'll do like a short chaos stream or like variety over the weekend on Saturday. So earlier in the stream days. So we'll vibe. We'll see what's good. But yeah, that's what's going on, and I'll keep y'all posted on the Discord. So again, if you're not part of the Discord, come hang out. But thanks for hanging out. Again, huge thanks to everybody in Discord for helping out with the BigBang playlist. I don't think I could have done it without y'all. So appreciate it, and I'll see you hopefully Saturday. This is stream day, so good time zone, y'all. Peace.